Alright, hello everybody. We're kicking off our 6th multiworld series. Community decided, well, there was a 5-way tie between a bunch of different games. I forgot exactly what they were at this point, but the resultant is I decided to break it with Dome Keeper. We don't have anything in this multiworld yet that's somewhat like this, so it'll be good. In the past couple of games we added were kind of long anyway, so this is a nice quick little jaunt, so shouldn't be too bad. Anyone who has never played or seen Dome Keeper, basically what it is you have a defensive structure on top of the surface. Waves of enemies will be coming at you every now and then in order to defend that off, you need to go down, dig out a bunch of metals, carry them back up to the top, and build out your defenses in order to survive and do whatever goal you have stated at the moment. I have the YAML set to be pretty random, so it can vary what we're going to be doing. So we'll just hop in and find out. All right, as usual, we start off every multi-world seeing what slot clock decides to give us. What do we get? 4 diamonds, hyper ether, and a bunch of power wash garbage. Cool. Thanks, Slot Lock. You're doing a good job there. All right, swap this back over to Dome Keeper and kick it off. Did it go Dome Keeper? Yeah, it did. I need to, I guess, disconnect Slot Lock to clear that. No? All right, maybe an update decided to not clear that. Oh, clear text when all slots disconnect. All right, that's what usually happens. All right, anyway, all good either way. All right, let's see here. It should be set up properly. Camera good. All right, let's connect up. Downloading all the other data packages. All right, cool. All right, so in different game modes, there are different loadouts you can have. Let's see, this doesn't show exactly what we're starting with, I guess. Camera zoom, you get a different skin. So we're starting with the assessor, or engineer, not the assessor. There's 2 different characters you can play with as well. I haven't actually played with the assessor yet, so it plays a little bit differently. Engineer is very simple. You start with a drill, you go. All right. So it looks like we are set up with a relic hunt, because otherwise I think there would be guild stuff showing over here. Guild rewards, yeah, all of those are set. We can actually turn those on or off. That's fine. We'll just leave them all on. Yeah, it's nothing breaking, I believe. I haven't fully gone into all the settings of this. I've only played this a few times, honestly. All right, so let's just go ahead and go in and start our run. Skip that. Crash down. We build up our dome. You see down in here. Yeah, so we're starting with the sword dome. Okay, so we have a little sword on top of our dome. We can swing it around, shoot it. We can shoot it out, or swing it around, hit things nearby, shoot it out. Then we can actually reflect projectiles. Okay, that's pretty cool. I've not actually used this one yet. All right, and you'll see down here in the bottom left corner, eventually, there'll be a wave of, yeah, I guess you can actually see where that 1 is. You can't actually see your mouse in here, but that's fine. That little 1 will show the exact long time until the next wave. So that'll start ticking down, I guess, once we go down into the mines. And here are all our grades and location checks and stuff. So the way Archipelago changes it is you have this specific Archipelago track up here. You pay resources to unlock things. To say exactly what it is. Yes. Oh, pinned it for Chrono Trigger. All right. I might need to adjust progression settings because it decides to give straight up progression items here. I might want a little bit of filler in there. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll do a couple runs and see what we need to tweak. But yeah, spend resources, unlock stuff. And these are actual upgrades. Some of these basic ones you can just spend to upgrade. But all these ones down here, these are locked. So normally in the normal run, you'd be able to spend resources to unlock all these progression things. But in Archipelago, they are locked out, so we need to find them somewhere. And it's like that all the way down. Later on, we'll get some more upgrades that we choose, and those we can spend resources on to upgrade, so resources will still be useful. But additionally, there'll be like treasure box type things down below that we'll need to carry up, and those will also unlock things in the multi-world. Alright, and then I can hit A to go into battle, so then that lets me swing my sword around, stab it. How exactly does that work? I need to hold it. Alright, hold it and it sends it out. Okay. And once combat actually starts, the field of view will zoom out so we actually get to see the whole combat section. But, alright. Let's go down and start digging. And we start off with a very low drill. Usually it'll go a lot faster. Those are cobalts. Those are needed for very specific upgrades. Not used a whole lot. These are water. So we have copper, I guess, water, and cobalt are the three resources. Typically, I just kind of go straight down and see what we find. And we'll branch out a little bit once we hit one of these settings. Alright, this takes a little bit more to drill through. One of the settings is progression layers. So I don't know if that is enabled or not. We will find out once we hit another layer like that. So that is another layer there that looks like we can drill into, maybe? It'll just take a little while. I think normally if you can't drill into it, it'll bounce off, so that might be good. These are some of those upgrades I was talking about. For this, we need actual ore to unlock that. So let's go up because combat is about to start. As you see in the bottom left, the timer has run out, so that means combat is starting. Let's see here. Early on, it's going to be like 1 or 2 guys, not a whole lot. And then immediately the next wave starts ticking down. Alright, let's go through some of this lower tier stuff. As you can see exactly how many is going to take to break each section by the graphic. And hell, too many. So each one also has a weight that you can eventually upgrade your carrying capacity. So early on, you can only carry a couple without having you slow down to absolutely nothing. So I filled this up, unlocked it, and that sent a fortune teller wagon unlocked to power wash. So that is a power wash level. Nice. Down here somewhere is ready to delay the next wave. Ah, okay. So we also have little technologies to help our run. This time we have a repellent. So let's see here. What does this do? Weight meter. Yeah, that's right. So these are going to be the same every single run. So just generic dome upgrades. I can spin that cobalt to repair. basically pretty much the only use of cobalt. And then I can spend, what is this? Copper? Iron. So iron is what that is. But I'm going to spend it on these upgrades. Get those checks out there. Because we can actually see what the future ones are. Skullhammer. Yeah, every one of these is going to be a progression. But none of them is a game unlock. Oh, there is unlock Wind Waker. Okay, so let's focus this down. And we can actually unlock Wind Waker. So we'll go straight down this path. Once we unlock Wind Waker, that means we can start playing Wind Waker. And then whatever's left over, we'll start going down the rest. It's like, this only takes water, so sure. Let's go ahead and start buying these. Debottle the Wind Waker, so that'd be useful once we get down there. It says another empty bottle. Alright. Oh, no, okay. I just didn't click it yet. Permanent health upgrade for Necrodancer and repellent delay for us. Alright, so that's not all progression items. There is a useful, but we'll see. Having no drill upgrades and no jetpack upgrades will make the beginning of this very slow, but if we can unlock Wind Waker, we'll be in a good spot. That was a lot of ore. Can I carry all 4? Maybe? I think we can get there by the time the next wave starts. Let's chug our way up there. Yeah, we'll be there in time. Alright, so go straight to battle. This guy first. Launch your sword out there. Oop, missed. I'm gonna be really accurate with these things. Alright. Oh, good. You can see right above the wave meter is our repellent meter. So once that fills up, we can delay the next wave a little bit. We are probably going to end up dying a couple times before we fully unlock everything. Because like I said, having no upgrades to start off, a little rough. But we'll get there. Alright, and these are just straight up upgrade slots. Oh, no. Sometimes there's just a straight upgrade slot. So you can see with the little circuit boards tile pattern, that means there's something hidden underneath it. This is another one where you need to deposit some iron to unlock it. Let's focus on these single hit sections. We need a drill upgrade in order to get in here. Otherwise, it'll just take entirely too long. Let's see, any other cheaper spots to go to? Let's go this way. And these are the thicker wall sections. It'll take a decent amount of time to dig through at the moment. And the next wave is about to start, so let's head on back. There's some water down there that we can dig out, but we need mostly iron. Line this up right. Oh yeah. Big swing. Oh, one more. Another big swing. There we go. Alright. Do we have enough for any upgrades? We have the pendant. So that's next. Get the gold ring, which we know is a item we need for the clock tower. Let's see. We still need a little bit of this, so we'll save our water. We'll just focus on the actual unlock track first. I always want to hit escape to back out of this, but it's Q. Alright, heading back down. Let's try this upper layer, see what's over here. Things start taking more than 2 hits, or 3 hits, I guess. And it's usually not worth focusing on, unless there's something behind it. Yeah, this is a single area, that's just one unlock, and you're good to go. Some more water. Just carry these up top, all kinda going through. So the general strategy is to, while going through, have like a 1 block gap between things, because you can see 1 block away. We set the chrono trigger and a drill upgrade. Okay, that'll actually be very useful. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to update the progression modifier, because the fact that it's just sending us nothing but progression items early on is a bit much. I would like to have some filler, and so that'll make future games go a little too quickly. If we're just like, alright, here's all your progression items. See if we can get that reflect. Do we start with 1? I'm actually curious now. No, we don't start with it. Okay. That is an upgrade we get later. Very useful for these long distance things, so we can just reflect all their shots. Alright, let's see here. I need 2 more for the next one, but we go just send that out. Alright, that's active, so let's just go ahead and use it. Just a little bit of copper down here. Oh, for those we had to deposit 1 copper to unlock, it looks like. Okay. So I thought there was more copper there, but maybe not. Alright, and yeah, now see, we got that drill upgrade. These thicker sections are a little bit easier to drill through. Can I go through the next layer yet? No, it does not look like it. So it looks like layer progression is set to on. I thought it made a different sound when you couldn't break through, but maybe I was just imagining that. So we're locked to this layer. So that makes things a little bit simpler at the moment. That is another YAML setting, is to lock the different layers behind an item. And you can see this solid wall. There's nothing behind that. That is the end of the level. But there's an upgrade out there that lets you dig through that if you want to be able to create shortcuts, because sometimes I can cut into different sections of the mine. But otherwise, we don't have to worry about it, because there's never anything past that I'm aware of. Like I said, I've only played this a couple times, but I don't think they put anything past those. There could be some super secret stuff out there that I don't know about, but I'm not aware of it. Let's get out there, because the enemies are showing up. I was talking too much. Big swing. 2, 3. Okay. And shoot. Alright, still not too bad. Wave 6. Alright. Get that. Now we need 12 iron to unlock Wind Waker. Alright, let's see where else we miss in. Down through this way. There's a little gap. We can cut over to that iron. There's more water. I'll take this back because we still don't have any carry capacity upgrades. Should probably look to see if there is a universal tracker implementation for this to know exactly how many little relic locations are considered in logic. So I don't know how much each mine contains, but we'll see. Looks like I do need to unlock this for a pretty major upgrade. Let's see if we can find any iron through this way. There's more cobalt, which I don't need. It's back here. Another thing. Hey, layer unlock. Alright, there's what I was saying. See, and now we can drill through this greenish layer. Alright, let's just take these to this little guy. Unlock that. You can always drop stuff too if you want to go a little bit faster. It's like this water. I can just drop right there for now. Let's go down this way. Shoot. Enemies are showing up. Alright. Let's just drop these off real quick. Let that unlock. And I'll quickly go up and try to defend. Should be fine. Oh, I got a bunch of little guys. That was a lot of damage, but that's fine. Let's see, while we're here, let's do a quick upgrade, or a quick repair, just to be on the safe side. Okay. Let's do this guy. Alright, 2 hits. Oh no, don't do that. Rude. Get back here. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's go back down and grab that upgrade. Just create a little shortcut through here. These things are heavy, so we'll just take this up by itself. Got Reaper to Necrodancer. Yeah, I think it just front-loaded, again, every single progression item at the very beginning, which makes sense. Like, this is supposed to be a quick little game for syncs and stuff, so it just had all the progression stuff easily accessible. So I might update the progression settings. Never really tweaked that for most of my games, but I'm starting to realize how useful that can be for certain situations. So slow, so slow. Everything's so heavy. Yeah, so far every single unlock has been progression. Alright. I don't think there was any more cobalt, or not iron over there. Iron is our main limiting factor, so I'm just going to focus on finding that at the moment. If we find any water along the way, that'd be nice. It's actually still focused on some of the previous tier, just because it's easier to drill through. Right, enemies are showing up, so we'll just take these 2 up. Gotta remember to use my repellent while it's up. I just missed all this, that's fine. Yeah, it's a little off. And he's moving. Go. Use a repellent, please. Thank you. Alright, let's go down there and grab that iron. Let's actually do a little bit extra digging while we're down here. Maybe we can find something to slot these into so we don't have to go as far. Just make sure there's nothing here in the dead center of this area. There's not. Sometimes you'll see little slots like these things. Mineral tree seed. I don't even know what that is. I've never seen that before. Alright, sure. Just grow into there. Yeah, alright. Sure. We'll see what happens. Maybe I should have grown that a little bit higher, so we can easily access it, but alright, we'll figure out what it is. Alright, we're at the edge of the mine here, so let's actually go up a little bit. Let's see what we can find. Oh, nope, we found the edge of the mine. Alright, let's see here. There's a chunk up here that we missed. Just make sure there's nothing up here. Don't see anything of note, so let's go ahead and just grab that iron and head back, because enemies are about to show up. Might not make it many more waves, but that's fine. We do another quick run. This should be enough to unlock Wind Waker at least, so that is nice. Yep, there's 12. Unlock the Wind Waker. Probably the fastest game unlock we've had. Alright, let's see if we can burn down some of this other stuff. And then I'll check Universal Tracker to see how many other treasure spots down in the mine it considers us to be able to get in logic. If not, we might make a quick hop over to Wind Waker. So I'm gonna hit one thing or cut through. Cut through. What's this? So we're starting to get a lot more things. So it only hits one thing because it slows down before it does more damage. Yeah, it's doing a lot of damage. That's fine. Did I get that before? Yeah. I would have, but I missed. Okay. Yep. Do we have any more cobalt? We do not. Alright. I know there's some down there, but let's focus on other things. Let's see here. So here's our upgrades we received. So that's actually pretty cool. So yeah, there are 6 layers total, and we've had access to one of them outside of the initial one. So 7 layers total. So that's actually pretty cool. And all of our drill upgrades, movement speed, and carry capacity. So these are all upgrades for our engineer itself. Upgrade for our weapon itself. We've got none of those yet, so that's why things are a little tricky. I think in Archipelago, because sometimes you have an option, like this one, it's either that one or this one. It randomly chooses one for you and adds that to the multi-world, so it decides which path we're going down. And then this is our gadget that we have upgrades for as well. And they're all out there somewhere. Yeah, we gotta keep one hit, escape to back out. So that's fine. Alright. I don't think we're gonna be able to get past the next wave, but let's go down and see what we can find. Tree has not fully... Oh, actually, I guess it has. Give us 1 iron. Let's do that. Let's grab this water while we're here. Still can only carry 4 things reasonably, even though it's still very slow. You eventually get to the point where you can carry like 10 things and it's no problem. It's like, haha, look at me. I am the carry now. Alright, but now I'll just go ahead and grab this cobalt. Maybe we can heal enough to live through one more wave. Repellent is active, so we're gonna go ahead and use that too real quick while we're here. Hello, kitty. Come here, Rose, pet cat. Some more cobalt over here too, yep. And some water. That cobalt's gone forever, it's fine. Faster just to go around, then dig through that. we have enough for anything. We need 2 more iron for that. So let's see if we can save up. Oh, that's a drill upgrade for us. Oh, yeah, I should have focused on that a little bit earlier. Whoops. All right, that's fine. Damn it. That is fine. Not even think about that. Having drill upgrades. There. Not gonna find anything of note. So I'll head back up. Heal up as much as we can. Not too bad. Please. More range, guys. So we can cut through most of that. And shoot this guy away. Wait for him to come back up. Twice. Lame. Well, at least that stops his attack. Oh, it doesn't hit on the attack. Come on, my guy. It takes a lot of hits. Really? 4? Man. Yeah, it's expecting to have some sort of upgrades by now for damage and whatnot. Okay. Now let's go down and see what we can find. There's a big chunk of stuff over here. Let's cut through and see what's back there. This initial layer will take a few hits to get through, but it looks like there's some weak stuff behind it. Hey, there we go. Alright, so we're going to drop off some more. Nope, this one's just a straight upgrade. Let's take that back. What you got? I think this one's another gadget. Yeah. Alright, so this can blast things around me. We do more delaying of the waves. Lifts. That can be very nice. Actually, yeah, let's do the lift. Yeah, look at that. Send some of this stuff up. It's not going to lift very well, is it? Does this work? Is it just have to go to the bottom and it slots? Oh, okay. Yeah. So it just carries it from the bottom. Alright, that makes sense. I was going to go grab that cobalt, but time is getting a little short. Quite afford anything yet. This guy again. That didn't block his attack that time. Alright, now deal with this guy. At least the next wave timer doesn't start ticking down until everything's dead, so that helps a little bit. Alright. See if we can go grab a couple more things. Definitely grab this cobalt that's over here. What's this? What things? Holy symbols. Everybody in the night. Drop these things right on the lift. And continue digging. Ooh, for some iron. Good chunk of iron too, nice. And a relic thing. I don't know what that is called. Not relics because that's an actual like goal thing. We can survive one more wave. Nice chunk of resources. Gonna unlock this and head back up. Oh, shoot. All right. Actually, yeah, we'll wait. That'll slow me down to get back up top. Let's go ahead and heal. Do have enough for this. I don't think we're going to be able to get that, and that can honestly wait a little bit. We're going to have to wait for all power wash levels anyway, so that could be one of the last things we get if just let it release on goal. So I'm not too worried about that. So let's actually go, yes, get my drill upgrade. Definitely get the skull hammer. We might be able to get enough for this. If not, we'll quickly unlock that. Pearl for Wind Waker and a Triforce Shard for Wind Waker. So we'll see. I hit the right button that time. My dudes. These as we can. Deal with this guy. Right in the head. Now let's find a little bit more iron to unlock that upgrade. There's some nearby. There's some really weak stuff right here. Oh yeah, that extra drill upgrade. And this is the next progression layer. So we can't go any further here. Let's see what else we got out here. Alright, and that's blocking us off. In here. Looking like it. Just make sure nothing hidden in this little area. Nope, okay. There's some weak dirt over here, so let's just go straight through. Not a whole lot over here. Let's go check this edge. or something. Hey, drill upgrade. Nice. There's 3. I need 4 for that upgrade. I think we're going to find it though. Hey, golden necro dancer. So I don't think we're gonna live through this wave. Let's go dump this over on the belt. Maybe we can unlock something. And head on up. Let's see where we're sitting at now. Alright, we can afford the pearl, so that's nice. One more, which is on the belt. For that. We can last long enough for that to get up here. Being very nice. But that's going to be questionable. No, I cannot. Nope. I should have unlocked it first. I didn't realize I was getting that low. Ooh, we get to keep something for next round. Lift would actually be very nice to keep. Alright, we did unlock Wind Waker. So let's actually check Universal Trackers just to see how much more it expects us to find. Because if we can only find like 1 or 2 more, the little treasure nodes down below, it's probably not worth keep going on. Let's find out. Up here. So how many animals in the right location? Might have cleared those out. No, they're still there. Alright, so Dumbkeeper might not have Universal Tracker support then. So I do not know exactly how many it expects us to get. Slotlock is screwing with it, actually. Let's see what happens if I put just Dumbkeeper. Well, Dumbkeeper's also set to mostly random. I'd have to actually hard set everything that was set, which honestly is not the worst. I think I know everything it was set to. Let's actually see if I can do that real quick. Do that and then set these. We are sword. think that's everything. Okay. Our actual Helicon progression layers. Okay, that should be good. Let's see, no need to restart Archipelago launcher. Or just UT, I think. Because we're not updating any AP worlds. Now let's see if it works. See no errors? Okay. So, there are 3 things in logic. A layer 2 cave, layer 2 charm, and layer 2 switch 2. Whatever those are. So I think that means we have access to 3 things. Might be able to rush down and do those real quick and see what they are. So yeah, let's do that. Let's do a test run. See what happens, because I think we might have everything on our layer 1. So if we get more of that, if we just get things, I don't know how future runs work. So let's just try it, and I can you can show the mine here real quick. Let's see here. Field resources. Automatic camera. So we can show where everything was in this mine. So yeah, there is a layer 2 thing over here. This is a layer 3, which I'm guessing we probably shouldn't have access to, but it just happened to open up that way. So I think this might be the layer 2 charm. I want to say this is a charm. This is cave, probably. That would make sense. Maybe this is switch. I don't know. Do not know what they consider what. But yeah, see, we would have to go all the way down here to finish it out. But we will get there eventually. I don't know what that is. That's something. But yeah, so let's just do another quick run to layer 2 with our drill upgrades. It should honestly be pretty quick. And I'll keep everything locked. I'm guessing we probably won't be able to keep that lift because of the way Archipelago works, which makes sense. Alright, let's take a look at our upgrades real quick just to see what the future runs look like. Alright, so yeah. All these are already checked, so we still need to be able to pay our way through the future ones. So then I should have unlocked that the instant we had. Whoops. All right, that's fine. We'll still get there. So the last 2 we need here are the very end for each of these tracks. We'll eventually get to the point where we're just flooded with resources, so I'm not too worried. Got those, and yeah, we did not keep that gadget, so that's what I thought. We do have a good chunk of drill upgrades, though. I want to say there might be more after this, just the way Archipelago works, because there might be extra thrown in. But that's fine. We will go down and see what happens. Should be able to dig through these real fast now. I do wish we had a better movement speed though, but it's fine. I do want to unlock those just to see what happens. I'll just go straight down. See if we can find anything of note. Alright, that's the next layer. Yep, that's still the next layer. Vertical dig. Water. Hey. We can immediately drop these off. Right, will this unlock anything? Alright, it will not, because it has already been checked. Good to know. Let's see, anything of note to upgrade? Not really. Let's see, I think I'm going to focus down this path, because Triforce shards would be a little bit more important. Right, get our wave 1 down. Which way are you coming from? This way. Get a quick poke in. Head back down. I want to focus on the cave layer 2 section, so down here. Leave these like this, just in case we need a quick unlock. Let's see, what is this considered? A charm? Probably. I guess each layer has one of these. Oh, that gave us layer 3. Well, okay. I guess it's good that we stayed here. And yes, that was considered a charm. Dig through this now. Alright, well here's a layer. I'm guessing this is cave. We need a little bit more iron though. And the waves are showing up, so we should probably go back and deal with that. I was not expecting to be able to find the next layer progression already. I was figuring that was going to be in Wind Waker or something. Oops. Wrong button. And back down. Let's actually hit the repellent. Should be full right about now. Soon. Yeah, it was actually full. The color was weird. Alright. Let's look for some more iron to fill this out. Some cobalt. Water. Iron, where are you? More water. It's not what we need. Would like some speed increases, please. There's something. There's something I think we already got. Yep. Alright, that was switch. Alright, so those little things are switches. Which makes sense. All you gotta do is just hit it and you're good. So not a tree seed, it is. Alright, we'll just plant it right there. Why not? Grab these waters on the way. Stop hitting, please. Guy too. Alrighty. Still missing a layer 2 cave, and then everything else is layer 3. So let's just hit this area. Let's check iron. Edge of layer 2. I guess I can start carrying these up because we do need a little bit. That lift back, please. Oh, I need a couple for over there too. Alright, yeah. Turn these in, go back down, go turn in that. I believe that's the cave, layer 3 cave. Actually, not gonna have enough time. Let's just do that next run. Big swing. Yeah, big swing. Now let's head back down. There, grab those. Just gonna drop those there for later. Grab these and carry these over. Yes, that was the layer 3 cave. And another drill upgrade. Okay. Yeah. This is a gadget. So this is something that just we automatically get. This is not part of Archipelago. Well, that'll be nice. Give me that lift again. Let's see. Iron clusters, extract them. That could be nice. Let's see here. That could be useful. But I think I actually want a missile launcher. Do a little bit more attacks. So that is an upgrade that we can actually start spending resources on as well. Which I do, because it'll help us last a little bit longer, I think. Start going down this route as well. Missiles should help, especially with the flying stuff. Well, they need to be, you know, available first, but it definitely helps out with stuff like that. Oh, you can actually turn the sword as it goes out. I didn't realize it. Not too bad. Yep, let's activate the repellent. Thank you. Alright, we're still missing a layer 2 cave. So it's probably down this way somewhere. resources for the cave whenever, we find it. Drop those there for now. Here it is. This would be everything layer 2. Trap, Necrodancer, not worth it. Do a quick dig down this way. There's still a lot of layer 3 things we could find. And resources. Yes, I know they're showing up. On my way back. I'm gonna have to pick up this cobalt a lot sooner than I thought. Get C, please. Alright, now just fire off all those missiles. Okay. Yeah, let's just grab that cobalt right now. Heal up. No, down it goes. It's fine. Alright, layer 3 we go. Carry 3 at a time because it's a little bit faster. Well, it should be about done. Finish up. Finish up. You're almost there. Just one more tick. Alright, we're going to spend more time waiting for this to finish than we are going to save. Right, there it goes. Oh no, movement speed increases. Feels bad. Alright, well, let's just make our way through layer 3, see what we could find. Bunch of iron. Ooh, here's something. Something we need iron for. I want to say this is charm. It's going to be real slow going up though, and enemies are about to show up. I might have to drop it. Yeah, go up a little bit and drop it like right here so we can get up there faster. Let's go. Right, that actually wasn't too bad. Missiles carrying their weight. Yeah, sword is a little bit tricky to deal with. Alright, I think this is charm. Yes, it was charm. And it was Night Shield, Symphony of the Night. Alright. Did we not get this? Okay, we didn't get this. I was looking at the tracker, like, why is it showing that we need to get this? It's because we do need to get this. Because I forgot we didn't actually fill it out in time. Okay, so it's actually... No, we don't have enough water to fill that out. It's fine, it's fine. We will heal a little bit, though. Speed increases where, please? Alright, so we still have 3 switches to get in layer 3. Which those we don't need to carry back, so those will be nice to find. Which, there's one. Is there 2? Oh man, they're just right next to each other. I'll take them both. I was just saying, it's like, where is that? Tooth of Blad. More go mode items for somebody in the night. Alright, here's a charm. Not charm, I don't know what they call this one. This one is a gadget upgrade. We should be able to make it out in time. Yep, it's on. They're on the way. Fine, we'll fire off our missiles. Let's see here. Autocannon would be very nice with a sword. Movement speed and super blaster. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, it might be decent upgraded, but early on, I don't think it's very good. But autocannon, I think would be very good with the sword. So we're gonna go with that. Can we upgrade it any off the bat? Movement speed increase and all aspects. Yes, all aspects, please. Go. Doesn't shoot much, but it does help. Right there. I should have just lined up with the autocannon. That was silly. Alright, so we have one more switch in layer 3, and then we just need to power up those upgrades in the top layer. Let's just do a quick little poke around down here. Oh, there's our next layer. See if we can find our switch real quick. There it is. Blood Cloak, Symphony of the Night. Alright, so let's just grab all the resources we can and start carrying them up. Got quite a few sitting around. Oh man, that tree just keeps creating them and just drops them off. That's good. I wasn't sure if I needed to constantly clean it off or if it'll just keep going on its own. I am sad we have no speed or carry capacity upgrades yet. Make things, a little bit quicker. Alright, drop those off. Let's go ahead and activate that. Should have did that before we went down, but it's fine. I think 3 iron is a good compromise, because 4 just slows us down way too much. Definitely need to grab that cobalt too, because we're going to need some heals. We only got 1 sword upgrade, I think. Not a whole lot. stay here. Let's see here. I think I'm going to focus down this path. We should be able to finish this off. And good to know for future runs that we need to really focus down one path just so we don't have to do it again. There's a lot of health. No, please. Thank you. Okay, let's go down, get some more iron, get some water. Hold off on the cobalt for now. Spread it out. Up and down we go. And drop off. You need to focus more on water, I think. We do need a lot of iron as well. And there's some water right there. I think we should be able to get one more up and down in. Yeah, I think we should be good. One more. I use it to grab that cobalt just as a safety measure. Water and iron on the right. See, it's spinner upgrades right now. Alright, let's see here. Yes, focus on this path. Hopefully I should be able to knock this out. And our next up and down. Battle and fire fall missiles. Not too bad. I think we only need one more water, so let's just focus on all the iron we can get. There's probably some up above that I can dig out a little bit easier, but we know where this is. And these nodes technically have more in them each time than the ones above. Like the ones above will have like 2 or 3, or 1 or 2. And these have consistently more. But we do have to fly more for it, so I don't know. Like we can waste time drilling up top and not find anything, or just go down to where we guarantee know it's at. It's a balance. But I do wonder if that little chunk there has some, like if we can't really see it through a diagonal. I'm gonna drill it out and see. We can, okay. Good to know, we can actually see a little bit through a diagonal. Definitely grab this water. And next run, we should be able to finish off that layer, that row. Any extra time, I'll probably just use it digging out the top here. We don't have too much time, but do a little bit. You never know. Could even be a boat. Should have waited a little bit more than that. Those missiles. Slow down this one. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. Let's focus on iron. Actually, go ahead and just cut through here. Waste a little bit of time, but we can see if there's anything nearby. Up on the way, heal up a little bit. We go down to where that tree is. Probably some more have grown there. Just cut a path through here just to see if we can find any more. That. Don't want to drill much when you're carrying this much, because when you drill, it backs you up a little bit and stuns you, which going this slow just means it takes even longer to start back up. This will take us up to 15, and assuming we survive this wave, we would need 3 more, I think. I think it was 18. No, only 16. Alright, so we need 1 more. Good to know. Let's do a quick heal. Activate my repellent. That's fine. Wait on the missiles. Just in case the flying guy shows up. Should be able to deal with it quickly. Doesn't seem like he is, so just unload. Guaranteed 1 more iron to finish this off. And let's see, we need 4 more water to finish. Well, no, never mind. I was thinking if we were at the last tier of water, but we are not. Too many. This will focus on water, get that middle row down, then all we'll have left is that top row, which we know it's a power wash level. We're not honestly that big of a rush to get there. Come back when we actually unlock more upgrades for here, especially carry capacity and movement speed. Those are the biggest things. You have none of any other of those. Go very slow. So let's actually go ahead and unlock this now before we miss it again. And now we need 2 more water. Well, no. I wish we get that. We need 9 more water. water. Okay. We are running low on health, though. It's just a repellent upgrade, so it's not the biggest loss if we don't get it. But I would like to. Just so we don't have to do it again. But at least we know this is all the water we'll need for these upgrades. Hey, look, more water. Definitely going to be pushing it. I need to go grab that cobalt that's up here, I believe. Like one of the sides somewhere. Auto turret apparently does not do anything when we're not there. Yeah, I don't think we're going to survive this. Yep. Yep, none of those matter. Alright, the real question is, were we close to any water? Iron. Yeah, a little bit there. But nothing really spectacular. So, we did okay. We did okay. We know for the future next time, focus on top and middle rows. That's a power wash level and a repellent upgrade. And then all we really need now is more layer progression. But we got about half the locations. Looks like Dome Keeper, there's only about, in this particular one, it's because we're doing a relic hunt. There are only 49 locations, so pretty short, not too bad. Alright, I'm going to take a quick little break, stand up, stretch my legs, and then we'll do some Wind Waker, since we have unlocked that. I will be back in a bit.